Here we are on the Brent oil trade. As you can see, we entered it here around 87.45 is what we got on the blue line here, running it on the 100k traders challenge at the moment. Now, why have we taken this trade on a much reduced risk? And also, what is actually the purpose of channels? This and more in this live trading session video. Hi traders, thank you for joining the Master the Markets team in our live trading session video today and supporting us in our mission to spread the truth of trading and help you achieve consistent trading performance. It's Stu Narpan here, founder of Master the Markets Elite Trades Conference and the Traders Open Day. So here we are, traders, on this Brent oil trade that we have taken over the bank holiday period. Now, why did we actually take this trade? As you can see, very simple rules based on the smart money framework for those of you who've been following us for quite some time. One is that it was in an uptrend, right? And also the other thing is that what we took a look at was it was a phase one trade. So you can see when the confirmation bar came, which confirmed this bottom over here according to our smart money framework, then we took the trade at this particular level at 87.45. Now, why didn't we take this particular trade right now at the full amount of 1% risk? Because we took this actually at 0.25% rather than doing a full standard 1% of the account risk. And the reason for that is actually on this data over here, it's not showing the actual consolidation, but over here, when I take a look at another broker data over here, we had the framework showing a different pattern, which is basically you can see the compression here, right? Top and bottom, they're getting very small, the moves, is it not, traders? Yeah. And because of that, and when we got our confirmation bar, which confirms this bottom, because markets move in cycles, right? So we just quantified what a bottom and a top is. You can see that, and because it was the second trending bar, that's why we reduced our risk. Now, why is that? Because whenever we have found in our research, when we get a second trending bar, the move that it does is actually quite low. Now, because of that reason alone, we have reduced the risk on this particular trade, as you can see over here. Okay. Now, however, some of you might say, and you're saying right now, which is, oh, Tiru, but on this one here, this data, it's not showing that, right? It's showing a different picture. Now, whatever data that you use, just use it consistently, because the consistency is what washes away the discrepancies in the long run, okay? So that is one. So that's the reason why we actually reduced our risk. Now, on the other thing over here, now when you actually match up this confirmation, I was just having another chat with another trader just now. He's quite really beginner, just had about a few months to a year kind of experience. And he was saying that no, we just don't. I don't want to follow all this stats or whatsoever, which is all fair enough. Now, and if you don't do that, that's all fine. This is just a framework. That's what I want to tell you guys. First of all, what we have done here, with the help of the mentors, right from the back from the 1960s, we've got a framework here, and this framework, all it does is quantifies what a top and a bottom is. A bottom is the blue arrow and the blue dot, and the top is an orange dot, the orange arrow and the orange dot. Okay. Now, based on that, we can pile anything on top of this. So when you get the blue dot and confirmation, you can ask yourself, right? You can ask yourself, okay, is this supported by volume? And when we got the VSA light indicator on top of it, you can see it's supported by green dots, which actually confirms this selection here, right? And the VSA light indicator is being designed by the Trade Guider team, okay? And my really good friend and very good trader for many, many years, Gavin Holmes, and his team has designed that VSA light, which we do a lot together with price and volume combined together. Now, Or you can also then put the volume on top of this and then also just take a look if wherever you want to enter on here, is it backed up by more volume data as well, or order flow data, Fibonacci, whatever it is. Just pile it on top before you enter on that bottom confirmation. Now, coming back to the other thing which I wanted to talk about, channels, right? I've drawn a channel over here and I saw some traders drawing channels all over their charts, which I used to do before as well. I mean, 8, 9 years ago. Now, the thing with channels is you firstly got to ask yourself and go deep and ask, why does price have got to respect that channel and bounce back down? Is everyone looking at that? Why would smart money look to bounce it back down from the channel? If you look at the previous signals on a bottom confirmation only, look at this, right? It went up, but it didn't hit the channel top. Over here, you got a bottom confirmation, hit the channel bottom line, but then didn't hit the channel resistance line. So what do you do? So at this point, what? I mean, do you just pray and hope it does? And then where do you come out? And how do the profit and loss match up? What do you do? So this is why in our framework, we combine it, right? So we combine it and we look at open equity, which is what this table tells you. Whenever I get in on a bottom or a blue dot, overall, this table is telling me that 50% of the time we'll get to 1 ATR. 20% of the time, it will get to 2.5 ATR. So what do I do? Rather than waiting and praying that it will hit my channel, which is like the godforsaken line, right? What I can do is from my point of entry where the blue dot is there, according to this framework, it's not the holy grail, it's just a framework, I can get out half of my profits at 1 ATR, 50% level, which I would have got some money out of because it did travel 2.26 ATR. Rather than hoping and praying that it will hit my God written line of the holy grail of the channel of the resistance line. If you keep hoping for that, then you will not make any money out of it, right? On these two positions. Over here again, look, right? If you had overlaid this on the channel, again, you would have got another 1 ATR target, right? You would have taken the 50% target, right? And on here, you can write to 2.5, but it didn't. Then you can use your trading stop loss mechanisms to come out. That's what you can do combined with everything else that you have in your arsenal. OE data is very important because from wherever you enter, you got to ask yourself, is there move left? Right? Even if you use a channel, that's what you're doing. If there's move left towards the top side, you will take it. But why not combine it with some other tool that keeps reproducing itself based on the nature of market movement, which is based on cycles? If it's based on cycles, there'll be bottoms and tops. And all we got here is a top and bottom framework, quantification. We got a framework and we can measure some really good data, which you can use as a guideline, not as a holy grail, as a guideline towards any strategy that we have. Okay? I guess that's pretty much how we are doing it, and we are achieving the results, showing it to you in real time. I've done the Q1 performance before as well. If you look at all history over here, and this is what is continuously working, we are up 5.163%. Now, whichever methodology you guys are doing, maybe some of you are quite stubborn, and you might say that, you know what, no, I am not going to look at any stats. I don't want a guideline. I'm just going to only do what I am going to do. And you don't want to put on some framework, which is based on nature of market movement anyway. And you don't want to turbocharge the engine that you already have. It's all fine. And all I would say is just look at your bottom line, right? Look at your bottom line and ask yourself, am I really improving or not? Is my accounts really improving? Because this won't lie. This is the best thing I like about this, right? Trading. It is black and white. We're up 5.1% ever since we started in February, black and white. Not many people really show all of this, right? And of course, we have to put the disclaimer saying that none of this is reproducible past performance or indicative of future performance. But past all that disclaimers, this is what's happening in real time, not in hindsight. Do observe that for yourself and be honest to yourself. Don't keep lying to yourself. I know a lot of traders who have been trading for 5, 10 years. I keep seeing them in the trader show and everything, and they say, I just want to trade the way that I do, and I know you guys are making money. I just want to trade the way I do. Then I ask them, are you making money? And they say no. Don't do that to yourself. You only do that to yourself if you've got too much time. You just treat this as a hobby, then you're not serious, are you? Measure what you're doing. Your account statements won't lie. And if you're not progressing forward, be open to use a framework that is flexible and can be used along with any other methodology. I guess traders, that's all I want to say on this video based on the Brent oil trade on the 100k traders challenge. What we're taking this at the moment on a reduced risk. Why we're taking that? Because of based on the compression bars on the second trending bar on the other data provided we had, and use that consistently. Okay, and in terms of channels, yes, use them, but use them along with OE data, which you can pile this along with the channels and reflect a bit more further as well on everything that I said. All right, traders, that's pretty much that from me on this video. And as I always say, till the next time, stay disciplined, follow your trading plan, and keep trading like a master. If you want to get notified every time we put a video up, especially on our live trading update videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications icon. This will get the YouTube algos to kick in and for you to join us in our mission to spread the truth of trading further, so that traders like you can benefit from our videos to trade like a master, achieve consistent performance, and change lives.